Hey, this is Pokeball 35, and this is episode 1 and stream 1 of Pikmin 251 Revisited. For some reason, the camera wants to be really weird when I tab out of the game. So hello, welcome to Pikmin 251 Revisited. It has been 2 years since Pikmin 251 first released, and I first played the game, and all that stuff. And since then, I feel like I've become a lot better at content creation. I no longer have my save file for this game, so I also want to replay it for that. But also, this is now the more complete version of Pikmin 251. Also, the volume for me is still slightly out. I'm going to lower that like a tiny bit. There we go. So, I want to replay Pikmin 251, and we're gonna do it. I don't really have much else to say other than the fact that this is all being streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokeball35. Link in the description if you want to catch all the streams as they happen. You can do that. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not done so already. I have done Pikmin 251 once before in the past when this was first a brand new ROM hack. If you want to see my first time reaction to everything, you can go check out that original series. I will not be reading like every single bit of new dialogue, because, you know, I've read it all before, but I do want to reread some stuff. And fun fact, Pikmin, that song's not in the game anymore. It got patched out because we complained about it too much. There was a song in this game that was very, very annoying, and ear-grating, and they got rid of it. So, this is the most up-to-date version of Pikmin 251, which is version 2.3.1. And we're gonna jump right into it. Also, I don't say it very often, but like the YouTube video if you like the video and the series. Hit the bell, the YouTube funny bell, so you can get notifications for all these videos when they go up. So for anyone who has not seen Pikmin 251, this is a ROM hack of Pikmin 2, which is a completely new adventure that takes place in Pikmin 2, I mean the game, but as the name implies, there are 251 treasures in this game instead of just the 200 that the base game had. A bunch of custom treasures, custom enemies, a bunch of new dialogue, etc., etc. Also, I'm playing this in widescreen this time because I have access to do that. And I can't do 60 FPS because 60 FPS breaks Pikmin 2, so I also want to take the goals off of the thing and, like, move my, oh, no, that's the chat, move these and then, like, move my face cam up a bit, probably, because it's gonna block some of the intro dialogue, and also, widescreen breaks this menu, but it shouldn't be breaking anything else. Let's get into it! After rescuing Hokotate Fright from total bankruptcy, Olimar and something. But one day, the president called our captain for a meeting. I forgot that this text is very fast. Olimar, I'm so glad you made it! You see, we have a problem! Well, to put it simply, we're in debt again! What? Those aliens we sold all our treasures to changed their mind on me! Their boss barged in, demanded that I pay them back 100 Pokos, but I think they dumped many of the treasures back on the planet. So you need to go back there and collect another 10,000 Pokos. Oh wait, our debt is 10,000 Pokos this time. Let's see, it's 20,000 Pokos! That's double what we needed last time. It sounds like someone isn't responsible with money. No one asked you, Ship! In fact, that reminds me. Olimar, Louie told me about your dark secret and stuff, just about to cover up the story since you ate all the Pikmin carrots yourself. I'd fire you if I could afford it, but instead I'll make Louie your new superior. Well, anyway, it's time for you two to head off. Good luck out there! This cutscene is so incredibly loud. There it goes. It's even better the second time. So hopefully the game isn't loud. I did volume tests yesterday to make sure that we were good for this, and we should be good with this. So here we are in some familiar territory. Get it? Because that was the name of the first episode of Pikmin 251, and I'm doing it again.
Louis, you call that complete disaster piloting? Where did you learn to fly?
Alright everybody, welcome back to episode 420 of Boundary Break. It's a series where we take the camera basically anywhere we want and we find secrets and new discoveries to some of our favorite games. You see, if we take the camera just a little bit over this way, you can see that Louis is just floating in the air over here. She's just floating above the, really far above the ground, actually. Like, why is he there? Like, he should be on the ground, because we saw him on the ground, but in fact, he's not actually on the ground, and he's just here.
Thanks to your flying skills, Olimar fell out of his cockpit. Who knows where he landed? Olimar was a much better pilot. He's never crash landed. Ever. This region seems rather familiar. Have we explored here before? No, surely not. Wait, are those yellow Pikmin? You know, we sure have good luck with them being so close by. Louis, I'm sure you know to use your whistle so they join your side. What? Don't play games with me, Louis. You saw these same Pikmin on your last visit.
So a little bit of a bug with the widescreen, I guess, is that the ship icon on the left is very stretched, but everything else seems fine.
I promise nothing bad will happen if you whistle them, okay?
So here we have a brand new Bulborb, and we're in the adventure. These Pikmin will never actually die. It's the same Bulborb thing from you know, vanilla Pikmin 2. These Pikmin just never die, and this Bulborb never dies. But I now have access to funny camera, so we can actually just zoom in and take a nice, good look at this Bulborb friend. I love him. He's so adorable. He goes, bah! Alright, we gotta whistle him, though. Also, there's lots of custom music in this game as well. I remember being so hyped for, like, everything in this ROM hack, because it was just all so brand new.
See, I told you nothing bad would happen. Now you can use them to fight and do other menial work. You know, this is the first visit where we found yellow Pikmin before red Pikmin. I wonder where the red ones could be.
See, you don't start with red Pikmin in this game. I still don't think this Bulborb actually eats your Pikmin. It's, like, impossible for him to do it. So, there you go. Squish him.
Captain Louis, I just managed to reconnect to Olimar. He seems to be doing all right.
Also, curiosity is that I want to... Now that I have access to this, also I forget what I think it was this key? Yeah, that key speeds up the camera. I forget what my key is to... Oh god. Here you go. You can see all this stuff. Like, all this stuff is still rendered in. I don't want to give too many, like, Wistful Wild spoilers, because didn't even mention, you start in Wistful Wild, that's where you start here, and it's freaking cool. But, just... The whole thing is just still rendered in. I mean, Olimar would be over here, and he's just not there. Okay, just resetting the camera resets the camera speed.
Why do I have to call you Captain anyway? I miss back when Olimar was the captain. You fooled the president, but you aren't fooling me. If only he would listen to me. So just, you know, nothing, no music still. You can see Olimar just chilling over there. We're going to preemptively throw these Pikmin up here. And then switch to Olimar. And now I'm curious about all these cutscenes. I mean, now the onion is in place. Also, is that enemy dead over there? Hold on. Wait. Enhance. Okay, no, it's not dead. It looked like it was dead before. I thought it was, like, curled up to the side. The pellet posie's not there. I mean, the pellet in the pellet posy is just not there. Also, the water renders very weirdly in all of this. Olimar, are you alright? Falling so far like that couldn't have felt good. Well, at least that conveniently placed paper bag broke your fall. Speaking of paper bags, there's a big one blocking you off from getting to us. You'll have to crush it with Pikmin so we can reunite. Also, I remember punching this thing to death. This is a brand new type of Dweevil, which I believe is called the Withering Dweevil. It withers your Pikmin. But I'm going to punch it to death again. Also, the game won't let you actually whistle these Pikmin. For some reason, they won't let them get into your squad until after you complete the tutorial. Which it would be a lot easier to beat this Dweevil if I had Pikmin. However, Olimar just crash landed on the planet, as in it wasn't him, it was Louie. And he needs to take out all of his anger on the Dweevil. There we go. Much better. Olimar! It's the yellow onion! I sure hope it gives you a Pikmin seed like usual. Any second now. Oh! Forehead eyes. Okay, it did. Well, that's a relief. Wait. Olimar, what are you doing with your eyes? I thought that was Louie's thing. Well, it looks wrong when you do it, so please stop. Anyway, pluck that sprout and move on. I don't know when the music is supposed to kick in. There's supposed to be music, but I don't remember when it kicks in. So, I've had the idea to do a Pikmin 251 revisited series for quite a while. Since probably the beginning of 2021, I wanted to replay this game, and I was like, you know what if I just wait till the 2-year anniversary of me playing it? Because the day I am streaming this is October 7th, which is the 2-year anniversary of me uploading the first episode of the first series to YouTube. And I was thinking to myself, maybe it's a little bit too early for like a revisit to this game. But I was also thinking, PokeTubers play like Pokemon Emerald like 5 times in the same year for their content, and it's like, what's the difference? Pokemon gets like 100 games, and Pikmin has 3.5 games currently. Yes, I'm calling Hey Pikmin a half game. I know we just finished it, and I'm saying it's a good game. However, I'm still calling it a half game. And I'm also counting Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 3 Deluxe as the same game, because they are. So weird to think about that the first time I played Pikmin 251, we didn't have Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Olimar, the Pikmin carried a pellet to the onion, and it sprouted a seed. What's that, Olimar? So what if you've been here twice already? This is very important info. Here's the music. Here's the good music. So we have to bring up our numbers. You can see there's some brand new Wollywogs, and there's a
thing I can never remember the name of, and I've had the comments of YouTube videos tell me the name of that enemy. I think it's the burrow knit. I can just never remember the fact that it's called the burrow knit. Also, I believe I can check this out. So with the updates that have happened to Pikmin 251, Pikmin 251 is originally how you found me. That's cool. A lot of people first found me from Pikmin 251, and I'm very thankful for anyone who has watched the original series and also come back constantly and has continued to watch my content over the last couple of years. It's a very, very cool feeling. So in the menu here, there's actually a controls screen that was not here originally. This is an unused menu from Pikmin 2 that PikHacker eventually re-added back into the game. It's not really super useful, but it tells you how to play the video game, in case you didn't know how to play the video game, even though this is a mod, but it's there. I really just want to, like, re-experience this game, because this game is just really, really, really good. It's also been a hot minute since the last, like, bit of Pikmin, regular Pikmin content has been uploaded. So I love this song. Friggin' Gerudo Valley. Also, I'm noticing a slight bit, there's like a black bar off to the side. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Can I just like... I want to like extend the thing out a little bit, but it either goes this big or default. And I wanted to try and like make it slightly bigger, so that way I can get rid of that black bar. But that does not look like it's going to happen. Oh, now there's a black bar on the bottom. Alright, well, can't do much about that. No worries, Pikmin. Good luck with that. We also have a treasure up here. So I love the music.
Hold on! This looks like one of the items we collected on our last journey here. So, what the president said is true. After all the treasures we scavenged here last time, now we have to collect even more of them? Well, we have a lot of work to do then, don't we? We better get moving with our collection.
Because I can't do that just yet. I need other Pikmin. As in, I have 19 Pikmin total. Is there a thing I'm missing? Am I dumb? Yes, I am. There's a pallet posy here. Alright, well, he'll just slide! Slide! Alright, fine, you take that. I'm also deciding to not play with the Pikmin 2 HD texture pack like I did for modded Pikmin 2. Because of the fact that there's custom textures in this mod for specific things, and they don't work. Like, you know, like the new treasures and stuff. So, I'm just deciding to not use it. We'll just do regular Pikmin 2 stuff. Also, I think I want to make the face cam just a tiny bit smaller. Not entirely sure. They'll just be there. But now we can get across. It is so nice!
Olimar, Captain Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. You know, all of this feels rather familiar. Didn't we have to reunite the same way last visit? Regardless, let's see what we can do now that we are all together again.
And now it really kicks in. So we need to get this little dude here. Here's a thing I discovered in testing. Oh, never mind. I remember when I was doing testing, this bulb orb just, like, wasn't rendering. And now it is. Zoom in. Can't get to him. I do remember that has a treasure, we just can't get to him. Also, we do have rocks to get nectar from. Also, do I have my speed up keys set? I do have my speed up keys set. There you go. We're gonna have to use that just a bit. Just for the beginning, just to speed up the process. We're very, very slow and don't have a lot, so I won't abuse the speed up. But when we need to use speed up, I will use speed up. Now we can go up here and get this. As in, I don't want to do that, because I literally just said that I wanted to go get nectar. And then we'll get the nectar. I hope this drops nectar. Usually it does. I can't remember. There we go. Succulent juices. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this mechanic. The Pikmin that drank the yellow nectar have matured. Hold on. Shouldn't have this become a flower Pikmin? This one is only a bud. Could the effects of nectar be weaker than usual? Very peculiar. See, I forgot about that mechanic. The nectar in Pikmin 251 does not automatically flower Pikmin, it brings them to buds, and then you flower. So you actually have an excuse to be using budded Pikmin. Because, like, budded Pikmin are just kind of in the game, and they are just, like, never used, because you're always getting flowers, unless you want to leave Pikmin in the ground long enough to get buds. So, it's a good mechanic. Also, wait. There we go, now we can see, we can actually see. Go for it. And now, they triumphantly make their stride all the way to the ship. And by that, I mean 200% speed. There you go. Grain grenade. Sure enough, this is indeed the exact same conifer spire that we collected last time. Although, it is the same item from last time, I have decided to give it a new name. There's no end to my treasure naming skills. Well, anyways, it's about time we head off for now, isn't it? Or head off now. What if we take the camera over here? Olimar and Louie are dead. Hello, Bikeboard, welcome to the stream! It's Pikmin 251 Revisited time. No worries that you're late. We just collected the first treasure and are ending the first day. I'm also messing around with boundary-breaking features that I now have. Is the Bulborb still there? In the cutscene? Probably not. No? Okay. I'm glad that you are happy. That makes me happy. I mean, if you want to stay here and deal with the nocturnal creatures, be my guest. Oh yeah, I forgot this cutscene breaks too. What? Can I do this? Oh god, I can. You get wider areas for that. Neat. Oh god, the graphic is not made for widescreen, so it cuts off. Today's report. What is this? The game does not tell me what that is. There you go, 25 yellows raised. No Pikmin dead, because it's impossible for the first day, I think. I see you found one of the treasures you had collected in your last journey. Well done! Perhaps we really could somehow collect 20,000 Pokos. Good luck, Captain Louie! That's not the same president voice. It's great, though, because earlier in the year, we did modded Pikmin 2, but that all had, like, funny Google translated text in it. So technically this is a continuation of modded Pikmin 2 now. Except, you know, not everything is just, like, stupid text. Also, an improvement you will notice over the first series is I'm using the same face cam as the first series, because that's just what I have. Pikmin 251 was actually the very first series I used face cam in, and then started using it regularly from there. But I have a new microphone. I mean, I've had this microphone. Like, I got this new microphone, like, a couple months after Pikmin 251 originally ended. And I also got this new PC that I've been streaming on for the last 2 years. Almost 2 years. Since the end of that series. So now things don't lag, and you can actually listen to all this music in its correct entirety, instead of just having to listen to it crackle and lag because my old PC was dumb. I will read this stuff here. Pretty much, I'd say entries for, new like the custom enemies, I think I'll reread, and some of the new treasures. But yeah, here's Dwarf Painted Bulborg. Also, spoilers for the new Pikmin type in the game. Because they replaced the Pick carrots. On our last journey, I wrote about the creatures we saw from a biological perspective. But this time, I'd rather write about them just based on some observations I've made. This Bulborb is interesting, since I never saw it on our last journey. It has a purple and green color scheme. Quite a strange look, but where could it have been? It has been more than a year since our last visit. Very peculiar indeed. Or has it been more than a year since our last visit? Peculiar indeed. And also Withering Dweevil. Here's another creature I never saw on my last visit. While I saw many small Dweevils, I never saw one like this. It appears to release a chemical that kills a Pikmin's flower on the spot. If I remember correctly, I saw a Blowhog that did something similar in the past. While it is the first Dweevil I've seen that can't directly harm the Pikmin, lowercase p, it's still quite troublesome. Going in with a small squad of Pikmin might be the best way to avoid disaster. And this stuff I just won't. If you want to see every single thing, because I've read every single thing in the original series, because every single bit of dialogue here is new, go watch the original series. I want to give people a reason to still go back and watch that, because it'll also be my first time reacting to everything, because it was a new thing back then. Also, I was going to say something. The thing I was going to say, since this is Pikmin 2 still, all the caves are still caves, and caves are randomized, so this is technically still going to be a brand new playthrough, and not just like a carbon copy, because caves are randomized, so you never know what kind of cave system we're gonna get. I know some caves in this game have like designated floors, but I still believe the caves are still random. So I find myself returning to this planet once again with Olimar and Louie. This time I'll be taking the role of writing about our collected treasures. I was expecting Olimar to resist me on this, but he seems fine with having less work to do here. Our last journey really didn't allow me to express myself for who I really am. I may just be a machine, but I was sure programmed with a personality. Pikmin could be replayable like that, true?